Hello everyone, my name is Wing Liang, the ARAGON watch designer. Today's video is not an ARAGON watch presentation, but is about our year-end clearance sale, okay? We only do it once a year, or maybe a couple times end of the year. And what we're gonna do is gonna be the price is really gonna be crazy, okay? And how crazy would it be? Okay, I want you to see what we have on the table. And after a couple of minutes later, we're gonna get a close up. I'm briefly gonna talk about it. But what we have on the table right now is the ARAGON bioluminescent automatic. So this watch has never been on sale before, never. And has always been selling in the range of 200s, okay, over $200. All right, and then what I have over here is the ARAGON Caprice. We have two executions and also two sizes. First execution is the skeleton mechanical version, and the other one is the mechanical version. But the mechanical version will have the abalone dial and the MOP dial. And I know a lot of you guys are a big fan of the abalone dials. I mean, abalone and the MOP dial. So, all right. So this clearance sale, we don't have a lot, okay? We really do not have a lot in quantities. And we want to see how quickly it will sell out. And another thing I want to emphasize to all of you is because why not order it now, okay? And get it in a week or so and enjoy it through the holidays. You know, because I noticed something is like a lot of sales, they only come out like during the holiday seasons, right? So the point I'm trying to make is you can purchase them now and enjoy them during the holidays. Or another idea I have for you is, you know, we all need to buy gift for the holidays to give to friends, families, teachers, firemen, policemen, anybody, right? So why not stock up now and be prepared? Do not be like me. I always scramble at the end of the holidays, like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna get for this person and this is the time now. All right, so let's come in and I'm gonna talk about the watches very briefly because all of these ARAGON watches, we already have the presentation, so you can go back. Probably the Biolume is probably like a couple years ago, and then the Caprice is probably like over a year ago. All right. Here we go. So you've waited long enough, okay, for this clearance, the year-end clearance. And this is going to be an incredible deal. And I promise you that. Okay, so how crazy would that be? Go to our website, okay, aragonwatch.com, and click probably on the menu bar. We're going to have year-end or clearance sales. You know, so click on that and then you're gonna find out. All right, so let me share a story with you briefly about the history of the bioluminescent. I think it was probably like over 10 years ago. I visited the New York Museum and it was during the summer. They had a theme of bioluminescent. And then that's how I got the idea. You know, so what I did was, you know, put the lume on the bracelet everywhere I can, the bezel and you know, the hands and the index. So once you charge the watch entirely, bezel, bracelet, 20 seconds with the best result is like halogen light or LED light, and then you will see the entire watch glow in the dark. So I came up with that idea many years ago. And recently, maybe a year or two ago, I saw another brand start duplicating this idea. So anyway, two sizes, 50 and 44, and automatic with the Seiko NX35, or SII, I should say, water resistance is 200 meters. And the bezel you can turn is 120 clicks. Is a very beefy bracelet, 5mm thick. And my favorite color, believe it or not, is the green. All right, so I think how we code this watch is the green, orange, and the blue. And this is my favorite color. And I tell you the reason why. I mean, unless you're really into orange color or blue, then go for that. There's no, it's all personal preference, but my preference is the green. The reason why is it's the most neutral out of the three, okay? So I would put on the small size. Anybody can wear this, by the way. If you're new to Aragon brand, look at this. I would pick up the small one, okay? This is the size I would pick because I have a 6.5-inch wrist. But let me put on the orange in the large. Well, matter of fact, it's a little bit large for my wrist, but it still works out very well. Look at that. It contours around my wrist entirely. Look at the crown. The size of the crown is beautiful. It's big. It's about 9 to 10 millimeter. And then the small one is about 6 to 7. So this is the blue. Really, really beautiful. Solid stainless steel bracelet. For the 44, the bracelet is thinner, okay? Just to show you, it's about 4 millimeter in thickness. All right, here we go. I don't want to take too much time on the bioluminescent, and because I have 2 more watches that I got to share with you for the clearance. So this is our first year-end clearance of 2022. All right, now, here's the Caprice mechanical skeleton. Now, let me share with you something. I didn't wind the watches, okay, so that's why they're not moving, but let me turn them around. All right, this is the beauty of this watch. Now, as you can see, most of the automatic or mechanical, most of the time you see the movement is in silver, right? And these are all only plated in black and blue. Of course, there's another version which is also a silver color, which we didn't bring. But I want to share with you, these movements, the color ones, are much more expensive, okay? Much more expensive to purchase. So, and this is the clone of the ETA, or the Unitas, I should say, 6497. So it's a really, really beautiful movement to look at. Now, this was designed probably like 100, 150 years ago. It is also a learner's movement. So I learned how to disassemble and fix and assemble this movement first before I went into the automatic. The reason why is very simplified, top and bottom. So very quickly, you see the balance wheel, you see the barrel, where the mainspring, and then you can see, I forgot, this is the large wheel. So let me just try to do this, okay. So I'm gonna wind the movement, and then you're gonna start seeing. So for many of you, okay, sorry, it wasn't click. So you see how the mainspring is getting smaller, like the spring inside, and now it's releasing the energy. It's so slow that you are not able to see it. And then through the large wheel and through all these wheels here, and it goes into the balance wheel, and then it starts turning the second hand. I think this is the second hand wheel, I forgot. So anyway, by the way, if you're a watch enthusiast, okay, watch collector, and you don't have a mechanical movement, I think this is the opportunity for you to pick this up. And the price is ridiculous, okay? Get the blue, get the black, get multiples as gift, and so forth. And by the way, this is the Seagull 3600. The quality of this movement is as good as the Swiss Unitas 64. I'm so sorry. It's as good as the Unitas mechanical movement. I seriously tell you that. The 6497. Sorry. All right. So let me wind this. The black is that here. Look at this. It's very simple. It's not a screw down crown, by the way, because it's mechanical. So what you do is you pull it out, set the time, push it, and then you can wind it until it stops, okay? Until it gets tight. Do not overturn it, okay? There you go. And I believe this one here, the vibration is 21,600, because the original one was 18,800. But this, the Seagull 3600, okay, is 21,600 vibration per hour. All right, here we go. So I don't know what what color you're gonna pick, but we have an amazing year-end clearance. It's sort of like an appreciation for all of our customers. And I know many people need to buy a lot of gift, okay? And then we're gonna be spending a lot of money, especially this year. Everything has gotten so expensive, like energy and food has gotten so expensive. So what we do here is going back in time. The price, when you're gonna go to our website and check out the price, you're gonna be like in awe. Like, whoa, that's crazy. How can Wing do that? How can Aragon do that? This is the Platinum MOP, one of the finest MOP dial. Now, this version here, okay, oh, can I show this one more time? Like, look at that. Whoa, look at that. When you find the right angle. Now, this is what I was talking about. This is non-skeleton version. I like it as well, okay? I'm really into watches, and I love to collect not only the design of the watch, but also the movement type, okay? So if you don't have a mechanical movement, by the way, the Unitest 6497, if you are gonna go out and buy a watch with using that movement, I would say probably a couple $1,000s or more, okay? But when you go to our website and check our price for this clearance sales, you can probably buy, with one watch, you're going to probably buy like 20 to 30 of these. Look at that, how beautiful. All right, I'm going to show you the MOP dial. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to get multiple pieces. Okay? Abalone, these are all natural, so there's not any one of them alike, the dial. All right, and then this one here, I also like. I like the simplicity of it, the cleanliness of this. It's the sand dial, the sand color. It's not gold, for your information. Love the movement. Even if you just look at the leather strap, okay? I don't want to sound too crazy. You probably have to spend $30 just to buy this leather strap. Let's say if you have a watch, okay, that you've had for 5 years, and it is a leather strap watch, and the leather strap is worn out, right? I think it's less expensive to buy one of these watches than to replace your leather strap of an old watch, okay? All right, so make sure you stay tuned at the end of the video. Don't go out yet, because we're gonna show you the bioluminescent, the lume shot, okay? And then you'll be like, oh, if this is the first time you see this watch, and then you'll be like, holy, whoa, it will probably light up your room, okay, when you charge it enough. The bracelet and the bezel, you'll be like, wow. And then you probably want to come back and buy other colors. And then by the time you come back to buy other colors, they're all sold out. So as soon as you see this video, and our sales begins, today is October 26th, so our sale begins on October 27th, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, see you later, guys.